that really tall tower. So, let's explore the area more fully this time. Wait.
Ah, good day, you two. Assuming I don't have the time wrong. It is always dark in the final night cemetery, so I simply made a guess, presuming that you'd prefer to act during the day.
Phew! Well, it's good to see a familiar face, especially in this darkness. Oof.
You needn't worry. This is my humble abode and the tomb of the Lightkeepers. And while somewhat dark, it is on the whole a safe place. That being said, I rarely receive visitors here, save for the occasional colleague. What brings you two here?
Well, to be honest, we just wanted to see where you live. We were in such a rush last time, we didn't get to do a proper tour.
I see. In that case, as guardian of the tombs here...
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones.
Not at all. If anything, this place...
Ah, but I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even so, the spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly... If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying... Although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Most of the camps on this isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the light...
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived.
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. In the past, it guided people, well, that is, in which case, since you are not used to, I too know well the comfort that a distant ray of light can bring on those. Speaking as a lightkeeper, we no longer, and personally, I am more partial to. Besides, I have a lantern of my own. I would rather tend to that than rely on. As such, you should have no issues using it. So, I believe there should still be some backup, and if you should need to find me, I will be in an underground basement on. I will meet up with you once I have completed my urgent.
Here on this isle, and they're all so old you can't make out the words on them at all. This place is super dark. Feels kind of stuffy too. Huh. And there are ghosts over there. Either way, let's try not to get their attention. Let's just grab the fuel and go.
The sky is so dark. I'm scared. They're staring at me. You sure took your time, didn't you? Come on, help me shift this fuel. It's almost...
Does he mean...
Look at you, shaking like a leaf. You scaredy cat. How you made the cut? Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Perhaps I'll even tell you a ghost story on the way.
What? A ghost telling us ghost stories?
You ever heard of the blue fire? As we all know, when you're out walking out at night, you should never look behind you, and never look all the way down at the ground. Well, that's because the wild hunt watch. That's why it's dangerous to travel alone in the dead of night. But sometimes, they say it only appears if you run into the wild hunt or if you can't find your way at night. Don't ask me what it is, cause I don't know. My granddad says it's one of the Fae that used to live in Whatever it is, the Blue Lantern seems to be on our side. Ah, shucks, look at me talking away. I totally forgot I've still got fuel to move.
Wait, but we brought all the fuel with us. What's this guy talking about?
All right, I'd better get back. See you later, scaredy cat. It's nearly time for my shift.
We're here! Woohoo! The light's on! This should make things way easier.
Great, the light's on. Guess I won't have to worry about moving fuel anymore.
Hey! It's the ghost from before who was talking about moving fuel.
The wild hunt came. It passed through all the graves. The fog clung to our ears, stuck to our...
What's he talking about? Has the wild hunt really showed up?
To the lighthouse! To the lighthouse! We've got to get a signal to the units outside before they reach. Don't just stand there gaping. Pull yourself. Have you forgotten how to send signals? Come on, I've told you before. We're all gonna die. They'll strip the bones from our...
Something's off. All the ghosts are coming this way.
We too shall cry tears of blood. The wild hunt is here. We've got to think of something quick. Okay, we'll try and stall them at the base.
Up to the top. Signal.
If you've forgotten how to send signals, check the handbook. We nailed it to the tower for moments.
Do not fear. Do not fear.
Don't leave our bodies to the wild hunt. I beg of you. That is no way to die.
Death. Wild hunt. Go.
Oh, the ghosts have surrounded the tower. Should we do what they're asking? Sounds like they need us to head up, find the handbook, and use the lamp to send a signal out.
Lighthouse.
The handbook says that we've got to aim the lamp in the right direction. There are 5 signal types. Distress, warning, guidance, summoning, and all safe. Oh, the part that describes the warning signal is illegible, so let's try one of the others.
Cuckoo.
Okay, the signal is sent. Let's go check on the ghosts.
What happened here? A whole host of ghosts surrounded the lighthouse. I sent them away to prevent them from blocking and when they saw the lighthouse flashing, they departed.
Oh, it was pretty scary. They completely surrounded us and begged us to...
I sensed it too. This graveyard is bereft of life save for passing birds, the insects underground, and myself. Normally it's so cool, up until just now, that is, when these ghosts started getting agitated. Was it? They asked you to send a signal out. How peculiar. In my experience, they have never This can only mean that lighting the lighthouse has somehow caused a change in them. The ghosts here tend to stick to fixed areas. They have a rather indistinct appearance. But when they fix their yearning strongly on a specific place, consider it a natural talent of mine. Ghosts are the echoes of living souls. The ghosts in question were lightkeepers in life. Relighting it must have stirred something in their memories. You might not be aware of this lighthouse's past, but in the days before this was a graveyard, its light was never once extinguished. It came to symbolize the hope and warmth that the lightkeepers sought to bring to. But alas, the light of this historic outpost was snuffed out in a conflict against the wild. According to our internal records, that conflict cost the island 90% of the troops stationed here. The Starshina of that.
Wait, a warning signal? So, they didn't use a distress signal?
Indeed. The warning signal saved the nearby merchant fleets and patrolling lightkeeper ships. Without it, they likely would have been pulled into the fighting with little knowledge of the situation. But at the same time, this signal also cut the troops on the island off from any possibility of. The Lightkeeper Oath contains a line that goes as such: "Our bones and blood we shall use as fuel." It is a line that strikes at the very heart of our principles. After all, the wild hunt is a never-ending threat, while our numbers are limited.
Shoot! So we sent out a distress signal, but what the ghost actually wanted was for us to send a warning signal, right?
You feel you unwittingly did something wrong. Ghosts are but the memories of people that once were. You may have stirred up those memories, but that is all they are. Still, I can see that you're concerned about them. And, yes. And please do not be alarmed by anything strange we... Had reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction.